One plastic bag. Isatao Sisay and the Recycling Women of the Gambia. Njao, Gambia. Isatao walks with her chin frozen. Fat raindrops pelt her bare arms. Her face hides in the shadow of the palm leaf basket, and her neck stings with every step. Warm scents of burning wood and bubbling peanut stew drift past. Her village is close now. She lifts her nose to catch the smell. The basket tips. One fruit tumbles, then two, then 10. The basket breaks. Isatao kicks the dirt. Something silky dances past her eyes, softening her anger. It moves like a flag flapping in the wind and settles under a tamarind tree. Isatao slides the strange fabric through her fingers and discovers it can carry things inside. She gathers her fruits in the bag. The basket is useless now. She drops it, knowing it will crumble and mix back in with the dirt. 4 goats greet Isatao as grandmother Umbaibe emerges from her kitchen hut. Hurry in before the rain soaks your beautiful umbuba. Isatao scurries in, and grandmother serves spicy rice and fish. Rain drums on the creaking aluminum roof. I broke your basket, Isatao confesses. But I found this. Plastic, her grandmother frowns. There's more in the city. Day after day, Isatel watches neighbors tote their things in bright blue and black plastic bags. Children slurp water and wanjo from tiny holes poked in clear bags. Market trays fill with minties wrapped in rainbows of plastic. The colors are beautiful, she thinks. She swings her bag high. The handle breaks. 1 paper escapes, then 2, then 10. Isatao shakes sand off her papers. Another plastic bag floats by, and she tucks the things inside. The torn bag is useless now. She drops it in the dirt, as everyone does. There's nowhere else to put it. Day after day, the bag she dropped is still there. 1 plastic bag becomes 2, then 10, then 100. Plastic isn't beautiful anymore, she thinks. Her feet step down a cleaner path, and the thought floats away. Years pass, and Isatao grows into a woman. She barely notices the ugliness growing around her, until the ugliness finds its way to her. Isatao hears a goat crying and hurries toward grandmother's house. Why is it tied up? Where are the other goats? Inside, the butcher is speaking in a low voice. Many goats have been eating these, he says. The bags twist around their insides, and the animals cannot survive. Now 3 of your goats and so many other goats in the village have died. Grandmother Umbaibe's powerful shoulders sag. Isatao must be strong and do something. But what? Isatao's feet lead her to the old, ugly road. A pile of garbage stands as wide as grandmother's cooking hut. Mosquitoes swarm near dirty pools of water alongside the pile. Smoke from burning plastic stings her nose. Her feet back away. Goats scamper past. They forage through the trash for food. Her feet stop. She knows too much to ignore it now. Holding her breath, she plucks 1 plastic bag from the pile. Then 2, then 10, then 100. What can we do? Isatao asks her friends. Let's wash them, says Fatim, pulling out Omo soap. Maram grabs a bucket, and Inchna fetches water from the well. Peggy finds clothespins, and they clip the washed bags to the line. As the bags dry, Isatao watches her sister crochet. Can you teach me? Wow, yes. Her sister shows Isatao the stitches, then hands her a metal tool. Isatao's fingers busy themselves, in, out, in, out. Jerry Jeff, thank you. Isatao finds a broomstick and carves her own tool from its wood. What's that for? Fatim asks. Isatao pauses. She and Peggy have an idea. But will their friends think it's crazy? Will the idea even work? Nervously, she explains the plan. 1 friend agrees to help, then 2, then 5. The women cut their bags into strips and roll them onto spool of plastic thread. Before long, they teach themselves how to crochet with this thread. Nakalige B, asks grandmother. How is the work? Ndanka, Ndanka, answers Isatao. Slow. Some people in the village laugh at us. Others call us dirty. But I believe what we are doing is good. The women crochet by candlelight, away from those who mock them. Until a morning comes when they will no longer work in secret. Fingers sore and blistered, Isatao hauls the recycled purses into the city. One person laughs at her, then two, then 10, then. One woman lays dalasi coins on the table. She chooses a purse and shows it to one friend, then two, then 10. Soon everyone wants one. Isatao fills her own purse with dalasi. She zips it shut and rides home to tell grandmother she has made enough to buy a new goat. When she passes by a pile of rubbish, she smiles because it's smaller now. She tells herself, one day it will be gone and my home will be beautiful. And one day, it was. And right here, there's an author's note. I'm going to read that right now. So it says, I first traveled to the Gambia, West Africa in 2003 as a volunteer teacher. I had an amazing experience, but something threatened to ruin my memory of it all. The heaps of garbage piled everywhere. The problem seemed too big to fix. Then a friend told me that a rural village woman named Isatao Sise was doing something about it. My friend showed me a beautiful purse made from recycled plastic bags, and I vowed to meet Isatao. During my third stay in the Gambia in 2007, I finally connected with Isatao and visited her home in Njau. There, I interviewed many women and girls, including the original Gambian women who had begun the recycling project with Isatao a decade earlier. They shared past stories of the dead livestock, strangled gardens, and malaria outbreaks linked to the trash. But they also shared new stories of healthier families, better income, and increased self-confidence. Although I wasn't able to include all the details about the women and their projects in this book, I believe the story I've shaped captures the spirit in inspirational accomplishments. Today, Njau is much cleaner, and the goats are healthier, and the gardens grow better. Residents from nearby towns travel there to learn about the craft of recycling. People from around the world continue to purchase recycled plastic purses, and women contribute to some of their earnings toward the Empowerment Center, where community members enjoy free health and literacy classes, as well as learn about the dangers of burning plastic trash. In 2012, the center also became home for the region's first public library. By the time you read this book, I hope that a copy of One Plastic Bag is shelved there and that it will be checked out once, then twice, then 100 times. And then there's also a pronunciation guide that I use to help me with pronouncing some of these words right here. And then a timeline.